Go. Hey, Elder Distaggio here. Together, we've assembled a cast of characters. We got Distaggio, myself, Hurshh, Rawtism, SneakyDave. This is, I guess this is probably the largest joint collaborative video of its kind. I think there's been a lot of two-member ones, and Hurshh, you've started to do a couple yourself, streaming and having at least others participate in the conversation, right?
Yeah, that's right. We've had I think we've had five YouTubers in one of my live streamers at one time. I know we had Aziz Gaming, we had a couple like Terry Z, Malchik, people like that. Brutal has been in my live stream. So we've had some big live streams, but never like a collab like we're all gonna do like I guess this is kind of like a podcast situation is what this is.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. And
Yeah,
Rawtism is
yeah.
back living now, so welcome back
Yeah,
from
we
the
got him
grave.
Back
back.
alive.
What's up,
What's up,
Ross?
guys?
And Sneaky
Good to be
Dave's been
back. Good to
sneaking
be back.
around, here and there, pops up here and there, right?
I think
Just
Hurshh
doing
is
my
the only
thing.
one out of most of the older Clashers that survived the whole time. Has never
Oh
taken a
well,
break yet, have you heard?
He doesn't break. He's a
I've
machine.
never taken a break. No.
He's not human.
Hursh the real MVP.
My my guild refuses to allow me to take a break. So
He can't. He's running a
I feel like if
multi
you left, would White
empire.
Knights just crumble? Would White Knights just crumble to the ground, or do you think you'd have enough people that if you just disappeared one day,
well,
would
that's the
all stay
beautiful thing
intact for
about
the most
White
part?
Knights is you can't have an empire like I have without having delegation, delegation, delegation. I mean, my guild is so anonymous, like autonomous, as in like it runs itself, that I really don't have to do much at all. Like it just, my guild is amazing. Yeah, no, mine definitely would not implode. It would still be a top ranked guild. It would still be running strong, and that's something I'm super proud of that we've been able to build up.
How many do you have, and how many time zones are they in?
We have over 20 guilds now.
Oh my!
We have
Holy
four
shit.
different servers. We have three of our guilds are ranked in the top 10 in the Android server alone. So the server that you guys play on, I have three guilds ranked top 10.
Yeah, I don't look past
Impressive.
page 4,
Yeah,
I hover around
I
there.
don't know when the last time you guys looked at the ranks were, but I do. I've got three guilds ranked top 10. I've got I think six guilds ranked in the top 100 or close to it. So it's pretty massive.
Yeah,
Over
Craziness.
we definitely have over 2,000
that's
White Knights
nuts.
members in total.
Yeah, I've just been hanging
Something
out with the
I'm proud
bros.
of. Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Whatever, I've been gone for a while. Whatever happened to Elite? Are they still saying
Well,
anything?
Ronger quit and Kylie J took over, and
Oh, wow.
they just kind of slowly fell back a bit. They're still in the top 10 though.
All right, Guild
Keep
Wars. We
Kylie.
got matched up against White Knights Prime, I guess I'll call it. Oh, your Skull Knight made a lot of members of my guild the bro code curse. What the hell is up with your
Yeah, we
Skull
did.
Knight? What is your Skull Knight? Why does it kill us? And why do we hate you so much?
Okay, I'm pulling it up on video now, so if you guys watch this on YouTube, you're gonna see it. So this will be posted later. This is we're talking live, so Dirty and all them can't see this, but when this is on YouTube, everybody will be able to see it. My Skull Knight is double evolved, level 200, 10 of 10 skill, 6 of 8 deadly strike, and I have a 4 Revite crest set on him.
That's not even fair.
4 Revite. I just opened it up and it's a 3 Revite, but that's just a mistake. It's supposed to be a 4 Revite.
Okay, that would explain
I feel
why
like
you're
we need a
one-shotting.
1v1 Skull Knights, Hursh.
Oh my
What's
lord!
that?
I think we need a 1v1 Skull Knights on the
What's
Wahoo
your
account.
Skull Knight?
It's the same as yours. Same exact everything. 6-8,
Okay.
deadly strike, everything.
Okay, are you an even or odd IGG ID number?
I'd have to look. It's on the Wahoo account. So we'll have to.
Well,
We could set that up later.
Yeah.
But that
Okay,
would
okay.
definitely
There's
be awesome.
there's got to be a video for that in the future. Wow,
Yeah, for sure.
crazy.
I can drop an arena and come find you. Wahoo can't be too far behind me in arena.
It's not being kept up on. It's about like 250, 300 right now.
Oh yeah. I'm sitting at 73 right now, and I just got home from work, so
I haven't seen
I'll
top
start working my
100
way back
since
up to.
a while.
Yeah, I've been in the top 100 since the days of the Sand 7 race. I don't know if you guys remember I raced
Oh,
Sand
yeah.
7 to number 1 in arena.
Yeah, I remember that.
Glory
Hey, you remember
days.
when we raced for to farm shards for Immortep? That was over a year ago too. That was a
Oh,
long
that was
time.
forever ago.
I got smashed, by the way,
Yeah.
by like 2 days. Pretty sure it was 2 days time.
Hey, I won. I won a place in lucky number events. I just got the reward.
No way. What was
I
your
did that
number?
too the other.
Was it
350
9-8?
shards I got.
9-7?
I don't know, but it's I got 350 shards.
Yep, that's
So,
what I got. I had like a
is that
8.
like fourth place? I think fourth place.
No, it's below 5th place, I think. It's like
Oh,
they
okay.
give you a prize if you're in the top 100 or whatever. I think
Oh,
that's the
okay.
prize.
Cool.
All right, so Guild Wars aside for a see, unless you screenshotted it right at the beginning, for example, if you're a guild leader, like who was inactive, and number two is, well, what was everyone's rankings? Maybe just out of curiosity, like you would never be able to see yourself, your ranking that you achieved, unless you made maybe one of the top fives, but you couldn't really see your past performance because it kind of got wiped out, kind of just like
Right.
Torch Battle does. But looks like that's coming in the future, which is a good change, and they're changing that quest refresh. Here Be Monster refresh from 8 hours to 7, so that's gonna increase more XP per hour, right?
Right.
People
Right.
can have
Also-
timers on that.
What was that?
Also, they're making it so you can't have like other accounts join during a Guild Wars and then put up
Correct.
points now. So
Yep.
that's gonna even
Well,
things out a
people
little
were
bit as well.
abusing that. What they were doing is the guilds that were like on the cusp, like rank 190, they were deleting or kicking players before the server reset, so that
Oh,
they
man.
would drop in might, and then after they got put in a ranking with the really low might guilds, they then would bring back in their top players, and so they would have an easy first place.
Yep. So they definitely needed a fix on that. So that's gonna be
That's a
great.
good
Right.
fix, yeah. And it just seems like
What do you
My,
guys think?
some other changes
Something
too.
that I'm super excited for is they're adding chat to Mesas and Records.
I saw that too. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is much
Yeah.
needed. I'm glad
Yeah.
for that
I'm
one.
super excited about
I mean,
that.
what game has a staging area without chat? So I mean, it's almost a requirement that they added that one. I think that's been on their list probably for a while since they came out with those game modes.
What game has a world chat where you can only pick 2 things to say too? That's
Yeah, no chat.
You guys remember like when the game was brand new? Do you guys remember world chat?
Oh yeah,
It
it
was
was
like
just nothing but
For
pervs.
sure.
It was the source
the
of Google
dirtiest
refunds.
dirtiness
Actually,
ever.
they had to disable it because Google was saying people are asking for all these refunds because there's adult chat going on in world chat, and these kids
Yeah,
are
it was
playing the
so
game,
messed up.
and it was the source
I
of a
used to-
huge amount of refunds, and so they had to disable it because they didn't want to lose money, obviously, because people getting refunds means they lose it. Google charges it back to them or whatever platform they're on.
I remember when I first made my channel, I used to try to promote it in that world chat. Yeah, it didn't get me too far. But
Maybe that's the key to your success. Spamming your YouTube in world chat now no longer an option for you, unfortunately.
Right, right. Well, you can just add a billion people and send them one by one.
That's true. Add friend,
remember when
chat,
the
chat, chat.
when the Facebook version first came out, me and Hurshh were on there in the chat trying to promo ourselves too.
Oh, we totally did too.
That
It
was
was
years
like, yeah, Hurshh and Raw on YouTube. We were posting Hurshh and Raw on YouTube.
So has anyone
I think
here
I
have
gained a couple
the
subs.
new hero Arctica, or who cares about Arctica and you're on strike?
So I have dropped about, I want to say around $1,000 that came out and still have not gotten it at all. So, but I'm not
I'm in the
trying
same
for
boat,
it.
man.
That all went to shards, to give me 10 of 10 heroes, and I 10 of 10.
there we
I
go.
now have 10. I now have 10 of 10 skill heroes.
Yeah, when you're farming 410, the XP that you can get on a single hero from that is just
Insane. Yeah, I now have over 25 level 200 heroes, 10 of 10 heroes, and over 20 evolved heroes.
So you're using the gems to rush the XP, or a combination of that and
So what I'm doing is I'm using the gems to 100% farm the 410 dungeon.
Oh, okay.
So I'm taking heroes up to level 200. I'm evolving them. I'm selling the
Gotcha.
books. I'm using the HB to unlock the next hero to take to level 200 to
Right.
evolve to sell the books. And then all of the shards I'm gaining from that are going to my main heroes to 10 of 10 them.
And keep in mind,
Okay.
in 410, you get what's the exact number, Hursh? Like 139,000 XP?
Something like that. I'm not looking at it at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know the exact
And the
number, but yeah,
shards
you get
too, right?
130. Yeah, you get the
Yeah.
shards.
Yeah,
It's
and
random, of
88
course,
shards.
Yeah.
88
but you do
shards.
get a lot
That's a
of
good
them. So that
method.
XP, that's a million XP per 200 gems. If you over 2 million,
Mm-hmm.
So
so that's just crazy.
I'm typically getting 30,000 shards or more for every
100 hours.
20,000 gems.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm doing a quadruple evolution video coming up, and basically Santa Boom was my key to really making my account catch up in life. Right, I don't have Insane 410 yet because I'm going to record that simultaneously, but I have inspiration on my Santa Boom because you just I haven't been rolling talents. I've been using my gems for other things, but since he had inspiration on him, sorry, enlighten on him, getting that 60% bonus on XP took him to evolve 3 more heroes and take them all up to 160. And obviously, I got more work to do there. But I mean, that evolving at level 200 is like the key to everything, I would say.
Now, I only if you need the honor badges. If you
Correct.
don't need honor badges,
And who's
or
not stuck on
if you
honor
don't
badges though?
have, or if you
Hirsch.
don't, I
Hirsch,
have
he's
2
fine.
million honor
He's
badges
good.
right now.
Everyone else is
I'm in the same
screwed.
boat. Would you believe me if I told you I actually changed my Cupid recently from 4 or 5 Revite to 5 or 5 Enlighten just because my account's so far behind that was like my
That's
only
hilarious.
option. My
I
only
believe
option
it.
to catch up. So I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
you
gonna
do what
have
you
to
have
roll it
to.
so
So
you can switch that.
the 2 reasons why you need to take a hero to level 200, and this is for anybody listening. The 2 reasons why you need to take a hero to level 200 before evolving. One is if they have enlightened, then always take it to level 200 because it's worth it.
Right.
Two is if you need honor badges, take it to level 200 and then sell the books. Those are the only 2 reasons. If you don't need honor badges or you don't have enlightened, then evolve the hero as soon as you want. There's no reason to take a 200 because you get the equal amount of
Right.
experience
It's a
from
one for
doing the
one.
dungeons above 200 as below.
Yeah, that's good advice. And I'd say most players are stuck on HB. I mean, unless they've done that a few times, But I'd say that's the roadblock for most
Get
people. But I mean,
get 3
yeah,
million honor badges from selling the books of a level 200 hero. 3 million honor badges. So I mean, you do that one time, and then you're pretty much set.
yeah, that was the key is selling those books for 12,000 honor badges each, plus, or depending on what you need, or if you need them to re-level. But yeah, if you have 410 unlocked, obviously that's your source of leveling. Plus now this, here be
Exactly.
monster on a shorter refresh timer, that's just going to be pouring more in. And yeah, but yeah, Sneaky, you were saying earlier too. This is good. This is kind of in the pre meeting that some of Brutal was on too for a while. But we were talking how it's interesting now. Time used to be what stopped you, right? Time, right?
Exactly.
The pre-sweep world of Castle Clash, where people just could not catch up to people that were playing, starting in October or earlier of 2013. Let's just say people just couldn't catch up. I mean, there was just no way. It was a roadblock. It was an honor badge roadblock, experience roadblock. Everything was a roadblock. I mean, you had to sit through Here Be Monsters. Guys, I mean, come on. We started playing where you had to sit through that all day. Your phone was on playing Here Be
Good
Monsters
Lord,
at
yes.
work in your pocket. It's like, come on. And now all of a sudden, anyone can catch up pretty quick by just spending gems and gem refreshing, obviously, the quest or the dungeon, right? So it's kind of an interesting new world. What do you guys think about that?
Just a quick,
For
a quick other tip that I was trying to get in earlier. When you're got a hero uncapped and it's 10 stars, a good bit of advice is when you're doing any dungeons or here be monsters, that hero should pretty much be the only hero on your base at that time, so it gets all that XP. That's gonna help you get up to level 200 a lot quicker. Sure, most people
Yeah,
know
for
that.
sure.
I mean, yeah, clear your garrisons. Yep, and anytime you're sweeping dungeons or HBM, just have that one hero, and it's gonna help you get it up a lot quicker.
Right. It won't seem like much, but it really is a lot. Okay, so for your question about sitting there for Here Be Monsters, the big thing for me is you got to realize that we've been playing since before Here Be Monsters even, man. I mean,
Right. That's
Here Be
true.
Monsters alone was a huge boost to letting people
Oh
catch
yeah.
up.
Farming
Huge,
Jay.
absolutely amazing. Back, you got to realize back when we started playing, Rawtism, Dirty, myself, Sand Seven, our biggest dungeon. I remember back when the biggest dungeon anybody was doing was sitting there on the 15, or was it 15 or 16 shard dungeon where you dropped
16.
Spirit Mage, Thunder God, and Druid, and you just let them clear it out. You guys
Yep.
remember that?
Oh yeah, the
Like,
three
I
hero
remember,
drop. You only need three over
right.
and over, and you had to let them clear the whole dungeon every time.
Exactly. If you used more than three, then they would go too fast and your guys would
Right.
die. So
Yep.
you
Because
had
they
to
can't
only
work
use
ahead of
three.
each other, and you can't clear it too fast. Oh man, oh that gives me nightmares.
Back then,
So
if you
I
were
mean,
if you were getting 100 shards back then, you were doing good. I mean,
Yeah.
100
yeah,
shards even a day. I mean,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was
I
that was a large amount of shards back then.
I remember one of the biggest motivators for me and my guild, and the reason why White Knights is what it is today is because I had these two brothers join my guild the first day. So White Knights was one of the very first guilds. I literally created it right after the update. I remember being like,
Mhm.
"Oh, this is funny. I didn't even realize there was an update. I'm gonna
Yeah.
make a guild."
Around
And
January of 2014, I want to say.
no, it was November 16th of 2014 or
What?
2013. 2013. Yes, 2013.
I was gonna say that
November
sounds right.
16th of
2013.
2013. Yeah. So because White Knights is officially over 2 years old.
You know, I'm thinking January 1st. That's when I created my guild, the first of the year, and we did our first boss. That's why I'm thinking
Yep.
that.
So White Knights
Oh,
Guild is one of the oldest
that
guilds in the
is, yeah.
game. Only two of the top guilds anymore are even close to the same age. Elite being one of them. White Knights. So White Knights is almost the oldest guild in the game at this.
Shinra was
Obviously,
big
like
back then too. I remember
Shinra,
Shinra.
Katy
Yep.
Perry was huge in the very
Yep.
start. Um, um,
Oh yeah,
Zin,
that's
Guild
right.
Zin has been out for a while.
I was in
Iggy and
Katy Perry
Guild
Friends.
for a
Zin
while.
back.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
and then yeah, so that was real interesting. But I remember I had these two brothers, Drucifer and Xander. They joined my guild, and they are really truly the reasons why White Knights is what it is today because they were donating, and this was unheard of. They were donating 100 shards a day. I couldn't. My mind was blown. Like they were donating 100 shards a day, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What is going on here? How are they doing this?" And like, and so they pushed me and pushed me and pushed me. So then I got up to the 15 shard dungeon, and then we eventually made it to the 37 shard dungeon, and then we started beating the bosses. And
Hmm.
oh my goodness. But yeah, that's how it all started.
I
Freaking
remember
15
Boss
shard
One
dungeon.
when bosses first came to the game. Boss One was hard. It seems kind of like a
Yeah,
joke now, but
I remember
back
that
then you
too.
didn't have a lot of choices on heroes, so your best bet was to have like a paladin with Revite that you could
Yeah,
get
and
Right,
his
a
his proc
tank.
up and
And you
tank
would
the
yeah,
just you
boss.
and
do 15
permastunning
second
was not a
cycles.
thing. Yeah,
No,
permastunning
definitely
was
not.
not a thing. You couldn't permastun. Nobody knew about the Pumpkin Duke champ combo yet.
Yep, you just had to tank the boss with
Yeah, and
brute force, if you want to call it.
I truly remember many, many, many days of beating the boss with only 20 seconds of the 30 seconds left.
Yep.
Or the 30 minutes. 20 seconds of the 30-minute timer left.
Yeah, you
We
used to
beat the
drop in
boss,
your
you
whole
know.
team, hit it 3 times, exit. Drop your whole
Yep.
team, hit it
Yeah,
3 times,
yep.
exit. Boom, boom, boom.
Hit it, exit.
The,
Over and over
the
again
old
for
hit and
30
run.
minutes. For 30
And
minutes
this
straight.
was when your people died, they were dead. You had to revive them with
Yeah.
gems. I mean, that's not even a thing anymore.
I could easily guess I've spent over $200 on gems from reviving heroes for boss.
Yeah, I'm with
Yeah,
you.
easily.
Just to get it done. I mean, not necessarily every time, but just to like that one time you coordinate your whole guild to like Come on, guys. Guys, all you could spend even 150 gems and whatever, and come up with a
You'd
technique
lose
that would
that one
work.
hero and get pissed, or you'd
Yeah,
be
it's
out
like
of gems. So you'd do
yeah,
a tap away real quick to get the
yeah.
gems to revive your hero
Put
and
in
keep
all your
going to boss.
revites, even if it's like I don't know, Dryad. Just put them all in if they have revite on them, because you want to get that one proc.
I hope Succubus procs just to get some damage.
Oh, that's back in the day.
Yeah, I forgot about Succubus. She used to be boss one too.
Yeah, she used to be the shit. I would. My goal was Pumpkin Duke champion Succubus. Hope, pray to God, because my Succubus was heavy blow. So pray to God the heavy blow would hit to get like my champion to be able to hit, and then I would last about 5 seconds in total on the boss because he would be stunned for the first 4.
Yeah, my key was a heavy blow Dryad. I called her the Dirty Dryad because she was
remember
dirty.
that.
Yeah, and
I
she wasn't
can
even like a heavy
on
blow
that, too.
5. She was like a heavy blow 3 or something. But she got off once, and then even if she got one stun or something, I might be able to get that champion going at least a cycle or two, and then it'd be.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I was so upset when they did it. I
Yeah, same.
honestly, I still to this day think that they need to put the towers back to the old version.
I agreed
The
on
old
that
blue
one.
ones, those were
Yeah,
awesome.
the old blue
I
towers.
Or
love
black
the old
ones.
blue ones. Yeah, the black. Is the black one still level 9 though, I want to say. But all right, well, our video's getting pretty long here. We should probably wrap it up here. Final thoughts, and then we'll see if this becomes a thing and see what folks say. And you guys can all help us come up with a cooler name than what we're calling ourselves too. So we're gonna leave that one as homework for our subscribers. And anyone here that's participating in the conversation here in terms of the folks right now on, we will we'll put links to everyone's other channels here in the video description and have at it. So final thoughts.
I personally think we need to name this Late Night in Bed with Dirty Hurshh and Raw.
Don't forget Sneaky. He's like always around the corner like,
Oh,
hey,
Sneaky's
man.
being too
Sneaky's not
sneaky.
talking. Where's
He's
Sneaky?
literally in bed. He's probably
He's
fell
like
asleep.
he's a
lurking.
ninja.
He fell asleep. I know it.
Sneaky, were you around back in the days of Succubus?
Oh, I just remember the boss fights and me calling up my friend, text him like, "Get in the boss." It was just me and him. We had level 20 heroes. And I'm like, "Come on, we gotta beat him. Come on, don't give up." we weren't even
Jeez.
close. Those
All
were
right,
the
for
days.
for final thoughts, I just want to know what do you guys think was your favorite change in the game since you started playing? Just if you could pick one thing that they changed in the game, could be anything. What do you think was either added the most fun to the game, or was the best idea that they've had?
This is the easiest answer ever, and it is guilds. They're adding guilds made the game. I would not be playing today if it wasn't for my guild. I would not be playing today if it was not for my guild. I will give you that.
And if you notice lately, they're trying to make guilds even more of a thing. Like more unity within your guild and working together and everything
As it
like
should
that.
be.
So,
As it should be.
what about you, Distaggio? What do you think? What's your favorite thing since the beginning of time?
I think Team Dungeons really changed the game. I know it's pretty easy. You can do them with, public random groups now, but I think getting through those first ones and just grinding through them all, I thought that was pretty fun. I mean, that at least added an element of cooperative play. Since I don't want to repeat answers, I do think guilds got to say that that's probably number one, but I think that cooperative play, so just the same reason why we're doing this cooperative video for the same thing. It just makes the game more fun when other people with like minds, or even if they're different minds, are talking about it and at least, trying to, change talents as a team. Like, you pull in, I remember it was back like, you pull in, I'll pull in Pixie. So I have this, oddly highly leveled Pixie at the time, because no one was really leveling Pixie, but we needed that, debuff, and we needed that long range healing due to some strats. So I just thought it created an interesting sort of, environment of cooperation.
Yeah, that's a great answer also. And also, when they first came out, the rewards were unheard of at that time.
Yeah,
Cards that
that's
you
very
get
true.
and the merits and everything.
Right. Yeah, back when merits weren't as valuable as they are now, with the artifacts. So
If I had to choose, I would, both your guys' answers, of course. And then if I had to pick a different one, I'd probably have to go with being able to choose what hero gets the talent that you roll.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Because back
Yes.
in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that changed a lot because people wouldn't have the talents they have now. You know what I mean?
I'd love to be able to have a one-time swap.
If I could get all my gyms back, restart. You have no idea.
That for IGG, I mean, think about how much money they lost just by adding that in, pretty much.
Yeah,
you always say how they're, they
That's
make
true.
changes.
That's a good point.
And it's all about the money, but if you look at it, they do make changes that counteract that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, even that quest came out with the free gem refresh, essentially, where you got a 300 gem reward for changing a talent. Think about that. I mean, for free players, that is the best quest ever because you spend them, you get them right back. I mean, this, now it's different, but
I've gotten two of my. I think I have something like 10 5/5 revites, and 2 of those came from that free quest roll.
Yep, I got a 5/5 revite from that once also.
All right, Sneaky, final thoughts since you've been playing. Best change for you.
Saving the best for last year?
Saving the best for last. Saving the sneakiest for the sneakiest and a moment.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I definitely agree with the guilds, but I kind of took that for granted after Clash of Clans because I myself came from Clash of Clans, so I kind of took it for granted that there's going to be guilds, you're going to have teammates. But besides the guild thing, I'm going to go with Here Be Monsters just because the concept at first just blew my mind. Like, I remember looking up on YouTube, I think it was Larry93, he first did the Death Box, and that just revolutionized everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it just, I don't know, the atmosphere of Castle Clash totally changed for me. And yeah, I mean, I still love it to this day. I mean, I don't know about the sweep. I guess the sweeping's all right, but it's not really farming anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Back when Here Be Monsters first came out, you have to keep in mind the only other thing to really do in the game besides raiding and arena was dungeons.
Right.
So when Here Be Monsters came out, that was a big, another thing you could do daily in Castle Clash that kept it interesting.
I just thought it was interesting too, having all these heroes come and attack your base is a cool concept to me. Coming from Clash of Clans, that is, because you could only raid in Clash of Clans, right?
So sort of like a passive game mode. Yeah, that really was kind of a new thing for Clash games. I mean, being in a passive game mode. I mean, you're normally in an active game mode, so that is a good answer. That's a good one. All right, well, that's our first installment. I don't know. Some folks will be dividing out this audio, might want to split it up in multi-parts, so to each their own, and I would normally say, as always, keep it dirty and dirty up, but that might not be appropriate given the collaborative nature. I might have to say something like, dirty, let's go get raw and do some dirty Hurshh sneakiness.
Things in bed with Sneaky.
Edit in your outro.
Dirty things in bed with Hurshh.
Oh, Lord.
Hurshh out?
Hurshh out.
Bye. All right, guys, bye.